Number 8, voter suppression and disenfranchisement. I know I just butchered that. Disenfranchisement. So the time frame from the 1870s to the present. So, you know, I know that you might know, but since you're younger, I'm going to ask, why is 1870s the start date for this particular um, threat that deals with voter suppression and disenfranchisement?
What does the 1870s? Isn't that when black people could vote in 1870?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I
Exactly.
thought it
I
was
Yeah,
like
yeah, no, no,
18.
you good, you good. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just get you involved. That's all. So yeah,
Nah, I know that.
1865, you know, black people were starting to be free in specific locations across the United States at that time. And definitely by the 1970s, a lot of the states should have, for the most part, had all free blacks to a certain degree, which is why they saying the time frame starts from the 1870s. Because once we got the right to vote, once we got free, they immediately tried to come with bullshit to limit or prevent us from voting. You know what I'm saying? So of
Fact.
course, you know, the impact this impacted individuals and entire states. The threat is still ongoing. You know what I mean? The attack vectors are intellectual and historical because shit, and it was in the fucking last election, they still was talking about voter suppression, voter fraud, and all that shit, wasn't they?
There is. It
With
is. There
the
is.
Kamala Trump election, they was even talking about that shit. Like,
Man, the fact that there's certain people that can't vote is crazy. Like it shouldn't be unless like you did some heinous obviously murdering, but obviously then you're not going to be out and free. But the fact that there's people that are out and free and there's stipulations and they can't vote, they know what they be doing.
and then the other word, disenfranchisement, you know, to your knowledge, what do you think that word means?
Disenfranchisement.
Yes. So
I
maybe.
mean,
Mhm.
disenfranchise would mean to basically like take away your rights, like take
Exactly.
away like your
Bing, bing,
ownership or
bing.
something like that.
Bing, bing, bing,
So I
bing.
guess I'm thinking of it in restaurant terms, but I
Yeah,
would
no, no.
assume
You got it right on the head. You hit that
like
shit
you
right on the
getting
head.
disenfranchised. I'm taking our shit back.
Exactly. So it was basically them devils like, oh, these niggas free. They think they up, but they think they like us now. We gotta do
Right.
everything to try to limit their newfound comfortability or what they think is about to be comfortable. We gotta make that shit uncomfortable right away. We can't even let these niggas get comfortable. So a lot of basic rights and shit like that were limited or totally eliminated in certain circumstances, depending on what state and what laws were passed in those states. So, to wrap this section up, despite the Voters' Right Act of 1965, various tactics such as voter ID laws, gerrymandering, felony disenfranchisement, disproportionately affected black voters, not even affected, affects in current black voters and undermines political representation and civic power. So,
Oh wait, and then this
mhm,
says right here that even in 1870 it did extend voting rights to men of all races, obviously, but but they were still majority denied the right to vote by constitution and laws, poll taxes, literally literacy test, and the grandfather clause.
exactly,
And
which is
so
some
right,
bullshit. Like you could vote
yeah, break that
if
down.
your
What's
grandfather
grandfather
voted.
clause?
Like nigga, you know I just got free 2 minutes ago. You know my grandfather was a slave. You
Oh,
know my
that is
motherfucking
so
father was a
whack.
slave. That's the bullshit that they ran the loophole to try to, you know, depending on what state they were in, so niggas couldn't vote. Like you can vote, but did your grandfather vote? Oh, sorry, nigga. That type of shit.
Damn.
Yep. Or like you said, the literacy test. Can you read this? Oh, I don't know how to read. Oh, sorry. We
Damn, yeah,
tried to be
like
fair, but you didn't know
nobody
how to
ever
read,
taught,
nigga.
like
You
nobody
know
ever
that type
taught
of
me.
shit.
That's wow, yeah.
This is how diabolical these devils are,
Damn, wow.
were, and
Wow,
are.
that's a grandfather clause?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.